So I am Arlo Gagestein, and I've been in the fitness industry for a very long time, almost 18 years, and run Competitive Edge Fitness. Three years ago, I pulled my Toyota Tundra for 10 miles across the Bonneville Salt Flats to help raise awareness of child sex trafficking.
So just crossed 6 miles, feeling pretty good. Having the first signs of nausea, which I expected it to happen sooner or later, so I'm not too worried about it. And Farah is no longer pulling her car. Instead, she's hitching a ride.
Yes.
What a cheater.
And it all started with my 42nd birthday. So on my 42nd birthday, I pulled my truck for 4.2 miles. I always do a birthday workout, something related to the age that I am. So 4.2 miles for my 42nd birthday. From there, I'm like, that was really hard, but I think I could go further. And so the following year, I'm like, I'm gonna pull for 10 miles. And I got to thinking about how I should do something not just for me. I do physically challenging things all the time. And I love doing them, but is there a way to make it not about me and to make it like for the greater good, to do something to make a difference? As my family's growing, my sense of responsibility, not just for my own family, but for children everywhere, has also grown. And I feel like I need to do something proactive to help protect vulnerable children. And that's why ultimately I decided on supporting the fight against child sex trafficking. So the first year of the truck pull, it was just me pulling 10 miles with my truck, and I had a couple friends out supporting me that were really good about providing me snacks and drinks and just motivating me and keeping me going. So we started in the dark. I started in the dark at about 5:30 a.m. So pitch black, and you couldn't really see where you were going. Something about being in the dark is very unmotivating when you're doing something really hard. But overall, it went better than expected.
Man, I'm feeling great. It's crazy. My legs are fatigued, but nothing hurts. My feet ache just a little bit. My calf ached earlier. I got an ab cramp when I sat down. That was a little embarrassing. But overall, I feel so much better than I expected, and it's awesome. And I'm getting close. So first off, you need to see the beautiful sunset. Pictures and video never really do it justice, but it's beautiful out here. So I got to see the sunrise this morning, sunset now, and it's awesome. I have some great friends out here, Trevor and Katie. Oh, there's Jerry. Jerry's stuck with me. I don't know where Trevor and Katie went. They're back there in the Mustang. There we go. If you look up there, if you can see it, there's a shiny thing and some black dots. That is mile number 9. So I have like maybe a mile and a third left, probably.
When I finished pulling the truck on the first year, we had raised about $11,400. And I thought, that was incredible. I did this physical challenge that I wanted to do and was simultaneously able to raise money for a good cause. How can we get more people involved? And so immediately the wheels started turning, and we decided, my supporters and I that were out there decided, next year let's put together teams and try and get as many people out here as we can pulling trucks. And leading up to the pull, I was spending 1 to 2 hours once or twice a week pulling my truck. 1 year goes by, we're out on Salt Flats again, and we have 6 teams. And there's 6 teams, each five people on a team, so 30 people total, all pulling trucks. And it was amazing to look around and see how many people are out there trying to raise awareness for child trafficking and do something about it to actually make a difference. And so obviously I can't use just a truck because I pulled a truck by myself last year, so we need something bigger. And so we ended up going with a motorhome. One of the participants brought a motorhome out, and that is what we harnessed up to and pulled. And my wife doesn't really have any reaction anymore. I'm like, I'm doing this. She's like, okay, whatever. No. The second year we raised almost $13,000. We had more people out there pulling and more people trying to help us fundraise. So after we finished pulling the motorhome, we weren't sure if we were going to continue doing it or not, but I think we're stuck for life now, because immediately everybody's asking, well, what about next year? When are we going to do it next year? And so we decided to make it an annual thing. So year 3, the 3rd year that we do it in a row, we are planning to do the same thing, teams again, and we're looking for, my team is looking for something else big that we can pull, and 2 of my guys were unable to make it. One was injured and one had something that conflicted, so we went with my truck again. And this year my son, who helped me push the last year, he wanted to come along again, and I said, well, if you come along, I'm gonna make you pull a truck. And he said, okay. And so it was great. He came out and helped. And we ended up pulling, me and my 12-year-old son pulled the whole time. And then one of my friends that was there last year for the motorhome pushed the whole time. So it's been very exciting over the last 3 years doing this event. We've been able to raise nearly $30,000 just by doing challenging things, which is awesome. But even during those dark times when it's really hard, the thing that keeps going through my mind, that keeps me going, is that regardless of how hard this is, how bad it sucks, how much I'm struggling, it's infinitely better than what someone trapped in sex trafficking is experiencing every day of their lives. And if they're stuck in that situation, if I can help at all anybody stuck in that situation, it's totally worth any bit of suffering that I'm experiencing right now. Anyone who's interested in supporting a good cause, and we have a page set up, a website, 10miletruckpull.com. That's the number 10, 10miletruckpull.com, and we post links to the organizations that we're supporting, and you can go there and donate anytime.